Good morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Sean Dexter. I'm back at you with another Bitcoin USD analysis video. It's the weekend. Bitcoin doing weekend things, rickrolling people over the last couple of days. But hey, the high time frames, you look at the big picture, not much has really changed in the past few days, right? We are still waiting for Bitcoin to take out those major levels for us to get into a trend rate. And all those levels, well, I'm looking for around 10,009. Well, we can go ahead and turn on the mango ribbon quickly, right? If you guys don't have access to this, go ahead and shoot me a PM. I will give you access almost immediately. I'm getting through my list as soon as possible. That being said, I'm waiting for Bitcoin to take out the yellow 21 EMA, the 10 SMA, and as well the Tenkin and the Kijun towards the upside. There you go. We're looking at this entire area here, so a lot of resistance to be had towards the upside, right? Remember yesterday, guys, we did take a short play over here, right? We took a short based on this test of the 21 EMA and the 10 SMA. But Bitcoin being very resilient, and still consolidating in this area, which is why I've been mentioning to you guys, I'm not looking to hold any short plays. I'm going to be getting in and out. I'm not looking for any trend plays to the downside, not looking for trend plays to the upside, taking my scalp, my range plays, taking my profits and getting out. And hey, I took my profits over here. And how do I take my profits? Based on the 4-hour chart. Let's do a quick recap on how and why we took that trade, right? We can go ahead and first talk about the main reason we took that trade, which is the mango indicator. Called a really beautiful trade on this. Let's go ahead and load if my internet wants to be decent today. Come on, trading view. There you go. So as soon as we see the vine over here on the mango vine indicator turn from green to red, you look for short plays, right? And then you start accumulating shorts as soon as the orange flips over the threshold over here. Now you could have gotten the perfect trade over here at around 10,750, but what I like to do for confirmation is to wait for this to start sloping towards the downside. I got that slope earlier in the morning, which also coincided with the daily open, and I got in around 10,650 and closed at around 10,250. Took some profits at around 10,350. Now, I did not talk about my targets on the video, but I did go ahead and mention my targets on the Telegram group. So guys, if I don't mention things on the video, it's not because I'm doing it on purpose. I just forget, and I do fill in the gaps on the Telegram chat. So go ahead and join us there. Come and say hi, chat with us, discuss with us. We do talk about a lot of interesting things, and we are really an open group of traders. We talk about our mistakes too. A lot of us do. Most of us do, actually. That being said, why was I getting out over here? Well, there's a lot of confluence there, right? Again, the name of the game is to find your range, get in, get out, and so essentially, basically, when you see this start moving aggressively down, right, it's likely that your move is probably done. But that wasn't all I was looking at. I was also looking at, let's go ahead and turn on the mango ribbon again. Where are you? There you are. And I was looking at the 21 EMA over here. I was looking for it to get defended again. Remember, on the daily, what was I looking at? The 21 and the 10 SMA, right? Now again, on the 4-hour, same story. The 21 and the 10 SMA towards the downside. So on the daily, I look at the high time frames. I don't only play the low time frames. I think you guys should always remember the macro time frame and what's going on in the macro trend, guys. And the macro trend, in my opinion, is still up, so I'm not going to be holding anything towards the downside for too long. So hey, the 4-hour and the 4-hour 21 EMA, the yellow line here, and the red 10 SMA holding us on the downside. And if you go ahead and look at the daily, the same thing was holding us on the upside, right? So that was your range. You play that range, figuring out those ranges. It will take some time, but there's some other techniques you can use as well. That being said, that's all you need to use. You can also go ahead and look at the 12-hour. There's some easy trades to be had, right? There you go. And this is where I got really lucky on the next trade I took. Did not mention this in the video because, hey, go ahead, come on, load for me. Being a little slow today, guys. I apologize for that. There you go. So you see the teal 89 EMA here holding us down on the downside, and the 21 and the green on the upside. So again, you have your range over there, right? Lots of confluencing factors. And then I took my long over here, right? And this is where I got a little bit lucky. I took this long as soon as the 12-hour candle closed. So I closed my short over here and I flipped long. Okay, and I was this close, guys. I was this close to just being like, you know what, F it. I'm closing this position. I don't want to manage this because I'm tired, and I have a rule that when I'm tired, just don't take any trades, right? Don't take any trades. So it was a long day. It was already 5:30 p.m. and I was like, I was so close to just being like, okay, I'm calling it a day. Gonna cook myself a dinner, watch a movie, and I think it was maybe 20 or 30 seconds more, and I would have closed that trade, and bam, Bitcoin starts pumping. So that was just pure luck, guys. Just pure luck. Sometimes you get lucky as a trader and you take your win and you get out. And hey, sometimes you'll get unlucky, but you need those lucky wins to buffer those unlucky losses as well. So yeah, lots of confluence over there, right? And now I do want to mention something really interesting, guys. On the 1 hour time frame, if you go on over to your mango indicator, you are seeing that things are beginning to flip, right? We flip bullish. We've turned from red to green over here. Now remember what the play is. When you flip from red to green, you start looking for shorts, right? I mean, so you start looking for longs. Remember, red to green means you start looking for longs, and the best time to be looking for longs, again, nothing's guaranteed, is when you flip underneath the threshold. Now when you go from orange underneath the threshold, this white line over here, and when did we start going in? Around this area over here and around this area over here. So you have been getting into getting longs in around 10,200 and around 10,100 ish. The perfect long would have been 10,112, but of course you're not going to get the wick. But hey, even if you got in on this candle close at 10,300, that would have worked out really well for you guys, right? So now this is where it's getting interesting, because I'm seeing indications of things flipping around. But keep in mind that the 2 hour, again, it's going to take a little bit long to load, guys. I apologize, the internet's not too good today because it is raining outside really heavily. Hey, the 2 hour, the 3 hour, I don't want to go through them all because the internet is bad today. But these guys are still on the red side, right? They're still postured bearish, but the 1 hour is giving indications of things turning around. If you look at the daily again, let's go back and look at the daily again. This has never turned bearish. And hey, every time we've been underneath the threshold has been really good accumulation opportunities and good plays. And the longer this stays down here, I'm looking for much larger move. Again, look at this over here, guys, in the 7k region. Even though we dipped all the way from 9k to 7k, it was scary to buy over here. But as soon as you start angling towards the upside and stayed there, right, if you start buying, hey, boom, huge move. What was that move that you end up getting? Around 80% to 90%, right? I can go through all of this. And hey, guys, I do want to point something out here, right? The 12 hour has been getting the warning signals using the mango indicator very goddamn well. I've been looking at this, and again, load, goddammit, load trading view or internet, whoever the hell is responsible for this. Okay, every time this flashes yellow, right, that's a big warning signal, right? So you can see warning, bam, we had a move to the downside, boom, and again, warning over here was the last time we got such a huge move to the downside again. So again, over here too, right, it wasn't big, but this was one of the big moves for that period. And so I'm likely going to forget to check the 12 hour on this, but it'd be nice if you guys remind me to keep an eye on this. And hey, I make mistakes, man. I'm forgetful. So yeah, enough of that. I want you guys to keep being cognizant of the higher time frames at all times. And now we're closing a goddamn weekly. It's really important to keep an eye on the high time frames. And this weekly is turning into a really bullish candle, right? Again, this is not a lifesaver, it's not a death sentence. This is why I'm staying neutral as a trader right now. Macro time frame, this is bullish as hell. Look at this. What have we been talking about? We go ahead and turn on the mango ribbon again. What have we been talking about over the past 2 or 3 days now? Like this entire week actually, I said, hey, guys, I'm looking for this 10 SMA to get defended. And as long as this 10 SMA is getting defended, there's no play to be had towards 7,900 just yet, right? Which is why I'm really surprised that people are getting bearish off this area over here, guys. There's a lot of support here. There are two things we were looking for, two basis of which we took our previous trade, right? The previous trade, not the one yesterday, like 2 or 3 days ago, was this 10 SMA, right? I was going to give a support, and the 3-day 21 EMA. What did I say? I said, hey guys, I'm expecting the 3-day 21 EMA to get its defense here. Now, even though we were living underneath that, as soon as the 3-day was coming to close, towards the end of the 3-day, we got that huge defense and we closed above it. Now look at the bounce right after, and we could likely come and test 11,200 over here. It looks like it wants to. Now here's where things are really getting interesting, right? You're seeing the higher time frames posturing bullish, even on different indicators. When you look at the lower time frames, everything other than the 1 hour, they are still kind of posturing bearish. That being said, I am seeing a formation over here. We can go ahead and turn on our drawing tools. Do I have that already drawn? Doesn't look like it, right? We can go ahead and draw it right now. I am seeing this could be looked at in different ways. Oh, really messy chart right now. Let's do some clearing. It can be drawn in different ways. Okay, there you go. We might be having an ascending triangle over here, right? We could be printing an ascending triangle, or you could look at this as a rising wedge, a channel, whatever the hell you want to call it, and this is bearish. Now again, quick recap: an ascending triangle is a bullish formation that has a probability to break on towards the upside. But I think that was already attempted over here and it was rejected, right? So that is really interesting. And could this be turning into a, well, it is a wedge, right? Maybe the bears are on the wedge side of this formation, and the market moves on the wedge side of this formation instead, because this looks like a rejection, but then we have a rejection, a spinning top can, I don't want to say spinning top candle, but a spinner candle over here. The next few candles are gonna determine in which direction this wants to go, but to me this is very indecisive. This could very well break down, this could very well break up. If we break up towards the upside, I think we are likely to go ahead and test the daily 21 EMA here at 11,000 region. I would not be surprised at all. Like and it may catch a lot of people off guard, but keep an eye out for that. If we break towards the downside, right, I think we would likely come and test the wick over here at around 10,100ish, or maybe even get down to 9,950. So keep an eye out for that too. For now, if you don't have a good read on the market, just stay neutral. Just stay neutral. You don't always have to be in a trade, guys. And that's really important to know as well. Traders tend to think that they always need to have an opinion. Hey, no, you don't need to have an opinion, man. Sometimes it's just hard. It's hard. Sit back, enjoy your goddamn weekend. Don't add stress if there doesn't need to be stress. When the trade is staring you in the face, take those, and those have stress on their own. Why add stress onto your trades when you don't need to, right? Do the mango way, do it the stress-free way. Hey, what's up, guys? Just a quick update. I'll add this on towards the end of the video, somewhere in the middle. I don't know. Either way, I just noticed this right after finishing my recording. Bitcoin's volume signature, right? After looking at some of the comments on the Telegram group, I checked out the volume, and this is actually bullish volume, guys. A move is coming. A move is coming, and it'll be coming very soon. The question is it going to be a move towards the downside or towards the upside? I'm going to be leaning towards the upside on this one, even though you could be looking at this formation as a bearish formation as well. We definitely do have a move coming. So I'm gonna sit back and watch this one. I do again, and a move to the upside, and daily 21 EMA is likely to get tested again. A move towards the downside, we're probably going to come and test this region at 9,900. That we took very aggressively, right? 9,950. Apologies, my words are getting stuck between my lips. Alright, so I'll go ahead and add this to the video. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright, so is there anything else I do want to talk about? We talked about low time frames, we talked about the higher time frames. Yeah, guys, Bitcoin on the macro time frames, things are still looking very good, right? Again, 7,000 not this chart right here. Let's go ahead. There you go. 7,000. What are we looking at? 7,000ish, 7,900 region to the downside is where I would start looking for weekly candle closes before I get bearish. And breaking to the upside, I'm looking at the daily, right? We go ahead and look at the daily. Turn on your mango ribbon. Apologies for the slow load time, guys. Again, once we start closing candles around this area over here, and we take out the Tenkin as well, we are sitting against the Kijun right now. Okay, the Tenkin sitting all the way at 11,150. If we start closing over there, I'll really start looking for trend trades. But I think Bitcoin may take a while before doing that, so don't get too excited just yet. At the same time, don't get too bearish just yet. Bitcoin consolidating in this area is actually a good sign. It's a good sign, but the bears may step in at any time. The bulls may step in at any time. We just have to wait. Let the market decide what direction it wants to go in, and we will jump on the wagon. We'll make money towards the upside. We'll make money towards the downside. We'll do it the mango way. We'll do the stress-free way. Throw the like, throw the subscribe. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Cheers. Enjoy your weekend.